Hello there, and welcome to day 2 of your 7-day ab challenge. So, yesterday was Pilates abs, today is standing abs. Workout you can do anywhere, all standing. You can even do it at your desk at work. Your tip of the day is to focus on good digestion, slowing down, enjoying your food, enjoying your meals, chewing slowly, and having a little bit of water before each meal, maybe while you're preparing it and with the meal. It really helps with your digestion, also helps with your hydration, which we always need to be working on. But that is my tip of the day. Yesterday, it was breathing and just opening your heart and your mind. So, if hopefully these will stack on and something you can think of during the day and just work on. So, all you really need is a space and some water and maybe a sweat towel if you want. It's not going to be a super sweaty workout. That'll be for cardio abs coming later this week. I'm going to turn on some music. As always, we'll do a little bit of mobility warm up and then we'll get to all the standing core work. So let's get started. All right. Again, this will be timed intervals after the warm up section. So we're going to be doing about 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, no repeat unless we do something right and left. So let's get started. All right. These workouts you can use as a standalone workout, or you can add it on to a walk or a run if you want to just get some extra core work. They're going to work the core in all directions. So let's get started with a nice big deep breath. Exhale, draw the elbows back and down. Do it again. Good. One more time. Bring it up. And bring those arms down to your side. And we're just going to roll the shoulders right and left. Good. And if you feel good about it, you can add a whole arm to that or an elbow. Letting that rib cage move. Focusing on that connection to your core right from the get-go and good breath control. So just breathing through these movements. If it feels good for you, take both arms back. We want to make sure we have a little bit of a warm-up because you are going to be using your arms. Good. Last one. Good. And then we're just going to drop our head to the right and to the left. Just really take it at your own pace. Notice if you're tighter on one side and really keep the shoulders level. Don't let that shoulder come up. Keep an equal distribution of weight between the legs and nice soft bend in the knee. One more each side. Good. And then we're going to bring our hands together and we're going to go into a halo. So just over to one side. And I want you to bend the knees a little more. I'm going to show you from the side. And this is also mobilizing the shoulders. This is a good one to do before a workout. I almost always do a little halo before my workouts and go the other way. And we're just bringing the hands down to the hip. Keep going. I have a pretty loose grip on my hands. I'm not white knuckling or anything. And just let the rib cage move. So keep going with it. You're almost feeling like an accordion here. Okay, you're kind of crunching through those abs. Last one. Good. And then we're going to bring our fingertips to our temples and do a little cat-cow. Bend the knees, round and open the chest. It's just a few of these, working that spine. I always have a tougher time opening up the chest because everything we do is like forward flexion. Good. One more. Good. And then we're just going to do a little side bend. We're going to keep this hand here and reach down to the side. Good. We're still warming up. Bend the knees and make sure when you press over to this side that you're pressing this heel into the ground too. Good. One more. We're going to switch. Keep that elbow open. Again, this is working this shoulder too, working on that mobility. So keep that elbow pulled back. Take your time with these. Good. And last one. Good. We're going to just do one squat and one hip hinge. So hands can be on the creases of your hips for the hip hinge and then squat it down. Good. So we have a hip hinge, which is slow, and a squat. So Our hamstrings are part of our core. Our glutes are part of our core. It kind of all works together. So if you have tight hamstrings, that might cause lower back discomfort. So you want to keep these muscles worked, strong, and flexible. One more. Good. All right, we're going to get started. Grab a quick drink. I'm going to change the music to the intervals. I like these because they keep me on track with the intervals. Sometimes I'll turn 15 seconds into 20 or 30 seconds. So this is a nice protocol. So we have 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Oh, that's a little fast.
Your training begins.
All right, we're just going to march. So we're going to have our hands here and march those knees. 45 seconds. So rather than just picking the knees up, I want you to engage the core. A couple of progressions here. You can have your arms straight out or up. Good. This music reminds me of Southern Charm, if you watch that show. Good. So use your core to bring that knee up. This also works on your balance. So remember, hands can be here. And during the rest, we're just going to do little side bends. So we're just going to go side to side because we really don't need too much rest here. We'll keep the core moving. The next one is a standing bicycle. So we're going to go with the knee ups, fingertips to our temples, and just bring that knee across. Good. You don't have to go to any beat but your own. So I'm not bending forward. Let me show you from the side. I'm twisting and I'm still bringing that knee up. Working on hip mobility, balance. You can do any of these moves next to a chair, but you really want to feel that balance before you come up. I don't want you to go too fast or too slow. Just twist through that center. Good. And last one. Good. All right, keep the feet moving. We're just going to roll those shoulders back in between. And we're going to do a side knee crunch. So we're going to bring those arms up. And we're going to crunch and now squat slam. And then you side crunch, squat slam. Good. So I'll show you from the side. And a squat. Now, if you didn't like the squat, you could make that a deadlift. Okay, a little bit more of a swing. But I like a squat. I'm really feeling my core. Sometimes these are harder than doing core on your back. Heart rate does go up a little bit, but we have cardio core coming later in the week. Good. Show this from the side. Good. Alternating it. Last one. Good. All right. We're just going to keep with that twist for our break. We're going to go into my favorite. This one requires a little explaining. One toe facing this way, one toe facing me. Pretend you have two dumbbells, and we're going to go right down and right up. A little bit more of a balance challenge. You can look up at that arm. This one you can do with light dumbbells. I like doing it with just body weight though. There's an imaginary line from heel to heel. And this one I love to do. Feels so good. I like to look up. Does give you a little balance challenge here. And keep this arm fairly close to your ear. Nice big exhale. Good. Can we get one more? Good. All right. We're just going to squat for our break here. Might as well. These can be hip hinges too. And you can come up on the toes, and we're going to do one more. We're going to go right to the other side. There you go. Now you might feel tighter on one side than the other. And you're kind of just keeping that palm forward in both hands. Because if you were holding a dumbbell, you would hold the dumbbell in the top arm. Sometimes that can be too much on your shoulder. I love to do this one with new clients I have because it really works your core without anything but your own body weight. When you take that little extra balance challenge, you really do feel it. Pause at the bottom. Come all the way up. Get that level change. One more. And take a break. I'm going to take a quick water break. And our next one, oblique burners. Come down to a plie. Your back is against that imaginary wall behind you. Fingertips to your temples and go side to side. Pretend you have a pane of glass in front of you and one behind you. So you're keeping that rib and hip apart. You can make this more challenging by sinking down a little deeper. Let's do 2 on each side. Good. Keep this elbow of the hand that's up back. That's going to increase that tension there on the obliques. And let's go singles. Sink into those heels. Knees are pressing out to get those inner thighs and quads. Last one, come up. Whew. Take a break. We're going to go lateral lunge. We're going to step out. And we're going to take our fingertips to our temple again. Step out, crunch. Okay? Here, I'll show you the modification. You can go here and tap in and twist if you don't want to lift that knee. You can tap before you lift the knee. So this one's also for the glutes, particularly that outer glute. This inside leg is straight. Good. The more you concentrate on the core, the better it is. You can also hold the arms here and twist. But again, you're working balance here on all these standing exercises. One more. I lied. Bring it in. We're going to do the other side. All right. So this is a great one for balance as well. You notice the heart rate goes up a little. Fingertips to your temples. And step out. If you can pause, even better. Again, if your balance isn't there today, tap it in and twist. That's fine too. Some days are better than others with balance. I was just talking about that in my workouts this week. And make sure you pause as you press out. Pause, really find that lateral lunge, and then go to your twist. This is very southern music. I feel like I'm away in South Carolina. But I liked it because the beat was good and the timing was good. Bring it down. All right. Let me check my time. All right. We're getting there. We have a standing superhero. So we're going to take opposite arm, opposite leg with a tap. Tap. So imagine you're in a prone position on the floor. Now to increase it, you're going to take that toe tap and make it a lift, but you're going to keep your body nice and tall. Now, if you want to take both arms up, this is also a great one for your posture. Good. Breathe, abs are tight. Good. Another really good one to find that balance. Imagine you're pulling something away. Good. Shake it out. All right. We're going to go to squat knee twist. We're going to keep our hands here. And we're going to twist and bring the knee back. Actually, let's take our arms this way. Good. Squat, and then I want you to drop that elbow in your imaginary back pocket. You're really going to feel your core here. Good. This is one of my favorites to do. Nice big squat, or it can be a baby squat. And show from the side. Shoulders are down, squat. You always want to pretend you're sitting in a chair. The hips go back first in a squat. One more. And just keep with your squats till the end. Good. Nice job. All right. We have one more on each side. You can hold on to something here. We're going to have this toe to the side. We're going to crunch and tap. All right, ready? Here we go. So you can hold on to something here. Again, these are wonderful for balance. It's a nice oblique crunch. This is similar to what we did yesterday in the Pilates abs. And I want you to reach that arm up. Remember when we were on our knee and our hand or elbow? Whew. Helps to find a focal point. You're going to see some of these in our cardio abs. That's why I'm doing this day 2, so we get the form. Ooh. Crunch. Last one. Let's just do a little alternating halo in between. And we'll do that other side, and then you are done, and we cool down.
Exercise 12.
Ready? Here we go. Now, I could easily hold on to something. Even if you don't need it, it's nice to have it there. You can also hold on with one finger. Sometimes that visual helps. And we're just tapping that toe. There's a little bend in this supporting leg. I like to have this arm out. I am really feeling my obliques and my lower abs here. So when we work cardio abs, we're going to work in controlled format, but you'll be seeing a lot of these standing exercises. One more. Nice job. All right, we're going to cool down. Whew. How did you do? Hope you liked that. So these quick 15 to 20 minute workouts, they will always have a little warm up and a little cool down. We're going to take our head over to one side and then take that hand on your head, press this shoulder down, or you can lay it on the small of your back. And just start to reflect on the last 20 minutes or so. A little gentle pressure on that head. This really helps stretch out the neck. You can also put your head in a different spot and feel it in different areas. Let's go to the other side. I like to go here first, check in where you are, and then press. And just either actively press that opposite hand down. I have a little bend in my knee, core connection. Again, you can take it here. Notice if one side's a little easier than the other to get the hand on the back. That's this shoulder. Kind of mobility and flexibility. Use your breath. Excellent job. Nice. Okay. From here, we're just going to have both feet apart. And you're going to bend the knees and have your hands on your thighs like you're a football player waiting for a punt. I'll probably mess that up. Waiting for the ball. Waiting for the punter or the kicker or the hiker to send you the ball. And I'm a football fan. That's a disgrace. But I don't know. My mind just went there. Bring that other shoulder across. Wasn't prepared. Other side. And I love football season, but I want to enjoy the summer. So you're getting a nice stretch on the other side, getting a nice stretch in the obliques and this shoulder. Really lengthen through the neck. I think you knew what I meant on that. And then we're going to keep the hands here and we're going to cat and cow. I'm going to turn to the side. So this is another variation of cat and cow. So if you don't want to go down to the mat, you want to do everything standing. Exhale. It's a great one to do if you work from home. You have a few minutes for standing core. All these workouts are going to just be quick and efficient, but feel like, okay, I worked. And you can add them on to something else you're doing. Roll it all the way up. Good. And then we're just going to take the hands on the shoulders and just let those shoulders open up. And then we're going to take another side bend right here and other side. Just cooling down the spine. Just reflecting, think about my tip of the day, working on good digestion, hydration. And then I'll touch on different things, nutrition and lifestyle tips. And many of you might know these things, but if you're like me, I just like to have a constant reminder. One more. It just kind of helps me focus on all the habits. Nice big deep breath up. And bring all that good energy into your heart. Do it again. And give yourself a hand. So sometimes those little habits, we know what the good habits are. We know we should enjoy our food and not eat on the run, but that life is busy and we have to sometimes eat in the car or while we're picking up our kids, feed them in the car or while we're commuting home from work and you're just running to the grocery store and you haven't eaten lunch and I get it. I totally get it. But when you can, just try to focus on these little things, drinking your water and breathing, just taking that breath sometimes can really just help you reset, whether you're stressed out or before a workout or before an exercise. It just kind of helps with that connection. So hope these tips and workouts are helping you to get to your fitness goals, or maybe you're a regular exerciser and they're just helping you find a new way to work out in different ways for your core. It doesn't always have to be on the floor. We work our core functionally every day. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I know I really felt it. And I will see you tomorrow for day 3.